music platform TIDAL has just announced that they are demonetizing AI generated music. So they haven't officially banned it yet, but they are now not monetizing it anymore, which for those of you who are doing the AI music side hustle, is probably a little bit disappointing or a little scary anyways. I know Jaden, this is Jaden's bread and butter. He loves this hustle. So today he's going to talk all about it and some of the implications for other platforms and things like that. But before we do, Jaden, why don't you tell them about our school community?
Yeah, every single week we do a live episode on our school community. For the last 2 years, our school community has been only exclusively a paid community. It's usually somewhere between $20 and $50 a month if we're running a discount. But for the first time ever, we are completely making the school community free to join. And you get access to 5 of our bonus episodes that we record every week and our live stream. So every week we do a live stream where we do another bonus episode, and that's all free for you if you join the community. And there's over 400 members now. I think in the last week we grew by 100 members, and so there's tons of incredible people that are building stuff. A lot of amazing advice. We are probably going to make this paid again, where it's like only paid. But if you lock in the free, your account will be on the free forever. And so if you want to get access to our full catalog, though, so we have like 100 different episodes where we break down how to grow and scale your business with AI tools. That is paid, so that's $20 a month. But you get access to all of the updated videos, the community, and 5 bonus contents for free. So if you've ever wanted to join the school community, this is your day to do it. It will be paid again in the future, but it's completely free to get started right now. There's a link in the description to the AI Hustle school community. Grow and scale your business with us. We're excited. Okay, let's talk about what's going on with TIDAL, because yes, as you guys know, I've been making music online and a lot of it's AI generated, and I make $2,000 to $3,000 a month passively since I was in college. I think it used to probably be when I started out, it's probably like $500 a month, and it's just slowly grown. I've released a few extra albums here and there as time goes on. It's not my full-time thing. It's very passive. I mostly just log in, withdraw the money, and move on. But it's something that has, paid me for many, many years. I probably been paid over $100,000 from music, and a lot of it is AI generated. Actually, I think most of it you would call probably AI assisted. So I actually do a lot of meditations. That's kind of one of my big categories, and it's just my own voice. So I'm actually reading them. It's my own voice, but I'll use AI to generate the background meditation tracks. And I've actually been doing this for years. I was using an AI music generator back in college, like way before ChatGPT ever existed or was even on people's radar. There was AI music generators. So this isn't something that's new. This has been around for a very long time. Yeah, but it looks like TIDAL is the first company where we kind of hit this like inflection point where so much AI generated music is coming out, and it's so easy to create, and it's so easy to make it sound like decent, that they are going to fully demonetize completely AI generated music. Now, I have a lot of questions personally on this, because what they're saying is that it's like they're basically going to go detect themselves if you're completely AI generated. I know a lot of different platforms ask, like I think DistroKid, when I upload music, they're like, hey, is this AI generated? Is it AI assisted? Or is it not AI in it? Like they ask you those questions, and you can self put it in there. I mean, I don't know what the terms are. I would assume if you're trying to make money and you had a fully AI generated song, you wouldn't want to tell them. I don't know if it goes against the terms. I'm not saying what I've done. I'm just saying you can tell them yourself. Allegedly, they can use some tools to detect it. I'm not 100% sure it's possible to detect what is 100% AI generated and what's AI assisted. I don't know how you would do that. And the other thing is, I have a lot of friends that are like legitimate music producers that make music for Apple and Microsoft and every major company you've ever heard of, their commercials on TV, and they're using Suno to do all of that now, almost exclusively. So I'm really they're professionals, right? So they're using it, they know what they're doing, they're making it sound incredible. They're like going, and sometimes it's assisted where they'll go and add a bunch of different percussions or add different like sound effects on top and like doing different things. But like everybody is using AI in some way to help them with their music. Not everybody, but like many, many people. So I'm really curious how enforceable this is, basically, is
Yeah.
my curiosity.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's a huge gray area here because, I mean, technology assisted music has been around forever. I mean, think back to the 2010s, it was auto tune, with like
Yeah.
T-Pain. He was using a computer to change his voice, and all of it is highly edited, produced, things like that. So and then for those of you listening, Jaedan had mentioned an app called Suno AI. It's an AI music generating platform, but it also has a digital audio workspace where you could, for example, upload yourself singing and then just have it create like a drum track to it or strings. So like it's not AI generated music like you're actually singing, but some of the instruments are. So yeah, where do you draw the line here? So according to TIDAL, they starting July 15th, they will have a fully AI generated tracks will have a little icon identifying them. But it also said they have plans extending labeling to substantially AI generated uploads later. So that kind of goes back to your point, Jane, is how do you really know? And I don't know, it could get sticky.
So one thing that is interesting, like if I hear an AI generated song, because I've done so much with like Suno, I can tell, especially if it's got a voice on it, right? Like if it's an instrumental, and sometimes you can tell with the guitar, but like piano, AI generated piano, I'm not gonna lie, it's impossible to tell. And also the other thing about that is like you can use a MIDI keyboard. In fact, most people do use a MIDI keyboard, right? You plug a keyboard into your computer, you play the piano, or you have like the notes lined up and it like plays through them. And like, how's that any different than AI generated? Like the computer has tones and it just makes those tones at the places that you say. Like, I don't know. It to me it's crazy how that's any different. And like you mentioned with like auto tune and all of the synthetic stuff we throw on top of voices, like so much of music, like EDM music, like you literally have like FL Studios, which is you just like pushing a little button on your keyboard to say where the drum is. Then you push like a button on your keyboard to like play the piano. And it just like, anyways, it's all like systematic, programmatic. I don't really see how it's very much different than the sound could be identical to AI generated, although maybe it's slightly more effort than AI generated. So, anyways, I do totally get the vibe and the feelings of like organic music, and I like it right now. It's my preference. I don't like listening to 100% AI generated music, but I actually have, like, if I'm being 100% honest, I've had like a song pop up in my feed before that I was listening to, and I was like, this is pretty good. And then I was like, oh, wait a second, this is completely AI generated. And it occurred to me after, and like now I'm like, oh, I don't want to listen to it because it's AI generated. But if I didn't know, I would be happy. Like it was a great song. Actually, sometimes it still pops up in my algorithm. And I listen to it. I'm like, yeah, it's AI generated, but it's a good one. So my music that I have done, like I mentioned, a majority of stuff that I put out there is, you could call it AI assisted, right? Like it's my actual voice doing guided meditations with music in the background. But I have done a bunch of completely AI generated stuff where it's like piano music, like relaxing piano music. It sounds amazing. Like there's no way in a million years someone could just listen to it and be like, oh, that's AI generated. It just sounds like a really relaxing piano. It sounds amazing. Pianos, I think, are pretty hard to sound bad at this point because there's probably so much training data. The guitar in AI generated, I can hear a little twang. I'm really curious how they're planning on picking this up. But in any case, there's a company called Deezer. It's really big in France. It's like the biggest music player in France, I think. I lived in France for a couple of years, and that's basically what everyone listened to. They have been the most aggressive with publishing the numbers of AI generated music. They said that about 44% of all new music uploads on their platform daily are AI generated. So you can pump out a lot of music. You can upload a lot of music. And I think, yeah, that is probably what they're trying to hold back. But like, I don't know. To me, it's kind of cool. And I'll be honest, this is actually really interesting timing for me because I have an entire album. I've been working on this thing for probably like 6 months. It's about 21 songs, and it's like gospel hymns. So they're already famous songs. I got Suno to generate them as like bluegrass folk. That's kind of my like favorite genre of music, is like bluegrass folk, lots of banjos, lots of like upbeat, like clapping, thumping, that kind of stuff. And so anyways, I have this whole album I've created where it's like all these older hymns where I've heard them sung by like choirs and organs before, and they sound sort of like dreary death, not death, like dreary like eulogy, like funeral songs.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
I made them sound
Yes.
pretty cool. They all sound like really good.
Yeah.
I listen to them in the car just from my Suno app sometimes.
Nice.
I love them. They're great. They're 100% AI generated. And each one, I mean, and so like, what is AI assisted? Because each one, I probably had to get it generated about, I don't know, like 20 different variations where I was like, okay, tone back don't do the banjo. Okay, add like a female and male vocalist in. Okay, change how you pronounce this word, blah blah blah. Like, you like work with it back and forth and add different keywords and try to, even sometimes it's the same keyword and you hit generate 10 times so you find one that you like, then you use that as a stem to move on. I have no idea what AI assisted is, but they're technically all 100% AI generated. And the only reason I haven't published them, because I actually had this album done about 2 months ago, is because I always thought like, hey, these things sound so good, like legitimately, you guys, if you listen to them, they sound so good. I'm like, these things sound so good. I should get a real person to sing them and then just get like a producer to remake the background. Or even I could use this AI generated background, but have a real person sing on it because it would be a little bit better and a little bit higher quality. But I haven't gotten around to it. So I actually almost this last Sunday, but I didn't have time. So I was thinking of doing it next week. I almost went and posted all the songs. I'm like, it's fine. I'll just get them out there and post them. But now with this new thing, I'm not really sure what to do about it because you definitely could tell that it's slightly AI generated. So yeah,
Yeah.
maybe this will force me to hire an actual singer or get an actual singer or get my wife to sing on it or something and make them all. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with AI generated music.
Yeah, I mean, I think you might be one of the exceptions here where you're actually putting time and effort into these songs. I think, and what this article is talking about, this ban is supposed to help prevent would be like the upload farm idea where you're just like take your AI music, but now you're uploading 1,000 songs a day just to try to
Yeah.
get it's like skim some of the royalty revenue there. If it cost you less than $1 to make a song, but then you're uploading it, like I said, thousands a day, that's going to put a lot of low quality songs onto their platform, which they don't want, understandably. So yeah, but yeah, again, then where do you draw the line with what is too low of effort versus like legitimate artistry or producing things like that? I don't know. It's
Yeah.
interesting. I think. Do you think Spotify is going to adapt a similar model?
They've I don't think so. They came out with like a with an AI kind of like thing recently, and I actually think Spotify is going to go even harder into AI, which I'm sure some people are like groaning. But I think the way they're going to do it is going to hopefully be tasteful. Where essentially, if there's an artist you like, you can basically use their voice and generate your own personal songs on your thing, and that artist will get paid a royalty still for all of those. So they're still getting paid. You get custom stuff. Like for me, I just think like I love Johnny Cash. There's only a certain amount of Johnny Cash songs. If I could have another album of Johnny Cash songs, I'd be thrilled. No music thing is going to let you do that. But if I could do that and Johnny Cash's estate kept getting royalties and I got to listen to a whole new album of Johnny Cash, I'd be thrilled. So I think we'll probably see maybe a little bit more of that where it's like fans and artists. And honestly, my prediction, and I probably made this before, is that that ecosystem will exist. Some of these, if they allow for sharing, some of these like fan created artist songs will go viral. The actual artist will go really record that and give some sort of revenue to the fan that created the original. And we'll have some hit songs that came out of this sort of like AI voice clone ecosystem where the royalties are all enabled. So the incentives are all there. People are also getting paid their fair share. But it's just like more creativity. Like you get more people spinning up new ideas for music that sounds like you and concepts that sound like you. And I mean, that's really how music is already made. It's not like Justin Bieber writes all of his music in his album. He's got like a bunch of
Right.
artists that pitch him songs, and if he likes them, he'll go sing on it. So I think it's going to
Right.
be that. It's just now there's going to be way more ability to pitch songs because you can have more people creating them.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see. But hey, if you got any value out of this episode, we would love a rating or review wherever you're listening. We really appreciate those and they help us reach more people. And then again, check out our free tier of our AI Hustle School community if you want to see what that's all about. Learn how to grow your business and make money on the side using AI. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.